Hey guys, Marry Me. This is Anastasia Autumnfire, and I wanted to share a little bit of my meditation, so to speak, for the night. I have a little girl, Lily, and I brought her to, we brought her to her grandparents, and they live on the edge of this nature reserve. I believe I've put up a video, showing the forest behind their house. And tonight they had this huge bonfire. And everyone's kind of gone inside. And I decided to come back out at night. And just kind of sit and then be still and just listen. And if I'm honest, I'm scared. I don't necessarily know why, but I feel uneasy. I feel off. But at the same time, I feel like I'm on the right path. And this might not make sense to anyone else, but while I was out here just kind of hanging out with the flames, listening to the insane stillness of the forest around me, aside from some owls, oddly enough, I just felt like I wanted to share these thoughts, and I wanted to share this kind of idea that just because something scares you, or you're apprehensive, or you're unsure, it doesn't mean you should back away from it. It doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. In fact, I'm finding more and more in my practice that the more something worries me or concerns me or scares me, the more I should push it, the further I should go into it. Always been scared of the dark. Always been scared of a dark wood by myself. And yet here I am. And although it's still frightening to me, there is this kind of comfort in knowing that although something can scare me for no real reason, because in the daytime I'm most at home in the forest, and by a fire there's nowhere else I'd rather be. So even though for some unknown reason this is not something I'm necessarily comfortable with, I can embrace it. And I think that's a huge lesson for me. I think when I'm scared of something, or apprehensive about something, or the logic in my head takes over, I talk myself out of a good many things that are perhaps supposed to be embarked on. I talk myself out of journeys that I'm supposed to take. And I need to stop. I feel like I've been learning a lot about the crone lately. But the reality is, I'm just beginning. I really am just on the precipice of any form of knowledge concerning her. And I think just acknowledging that I am terrible at being still and terrified of being alone and not really all that kosher with the dark. I can still be here. I can still do this. I can still push myself and learn more and be more. Because that's ultimately what you become when you make yourself look into that shadow, when you force yourself to take that step into the unknown. You become more. It's that experience that builds us. It's that experience that gives us knowledge and wisdom and light. And that's what I need more of. I need to embrace more fears. I need to be part of things, even if, especially if they're outside my comfort zone. I need to stop using excuses like my age, my anxiety, my physical appearance, my status. And I need to just do things and be there and step out into this world and not just walk around, but really step out and be awakened, not just take a lot of pictures on my Facebook because they're really cool, although I will still do that because they do serve as such motivation for me and inspiration. But I'm beginning to feel more. I'm beginning to experience more. I'm beginning to accept more. And every time I kind of open myself, there's this moment of just shutting things out. And last night, holy moly Rocky, the wolf moon gave me such an experience and such a desire to just shut the door and just run. And I'm not. I'm just not. And I think for now I just need to sit in stillness and see what else comes to me. But I wanted to share this moment of clarity, and I just want to share times when things kind of hit me over the head, if that makes sense. Because I figure if I'm feeling this way, maybe someone else is too. And usually when I get these moments of I need to share this, there's a reason for it. There's a person out there that needs to hear this too. Or it's just something for me to look back on and go, wow, okay, that's where I was, that's where I need to be again. I hope that makes sense and it doesn't sound like I'm high and mighty, because that's totally not where I'm coming from. But anyway, I'm going to continue my vigil out here till I feel like I'm done. And I thank you for watching. And I hope you had a very good full moon last night. And tonight, of course, I'm one of those people that believe the night before the full moon and the night after the full moon, you can still experience those energies. So I'm just kind of taking in these energies on my own and seeing what to make of them. Blessed be.